damage. With the not a whole lot of attack speed on the side of Sc.int. Beyond that, alacrity, I guess. Come out from the Invoker, so that
experience some
Invoker
technical difficulties.
connected, fortunately. But yeah, alacrity can get rid of the Phoenix Supernova. You also, I guess, have the Pressy attack to at least get rid of the Fire Spirit damage over time, so thing coming in. So if you're a Phoenix player though, you know about all of these things. You should be able to position yourself in... Either you're caught out and you just don't use the egg because it's pointless anyway, or you try and position yourself in the right position. What they do have though in this game, I want to point out too, is the ability to protect the egg as well. Even if Sc.int want to try and shift their focus towards the egg, there can be a Ravage. Stun them up while they're doing so, while they're focused on it. Brave King Laser can also actually come into play, and same with the Elder Titan, with the Echo Storm, with the Earth Splitter. So if you manage to utilize your ultimates in the right fashion, you can win every single team if you have them available. Which is perhaps another issue, because Sc.int, they're not really reliant on their cooldown, or on long cooldowns as much as Alpha Red are in this game. And you have to think everyone else has much longer cooldowns here. Supernova 110 seconds, Ravage like what, 150? Brave King Ultimate, we all know how that goes, 200. Even at Earth Splitter, it's still relatively long with 100 seconds, so if you don't actually win these teamfights decisively enough, then Sc.int might very well be able to utilize that time to push the advantage. Dual wins here and there, a couple of flash heap stacks. Once again, two infinitely scaling heroes. Side of Sc.int this time. Didn't work out well for Alpha Red last game, so of course doesn't really mean all that much. They need to win this one, if they want to keep their tournament lives going. Sc.int only one game away from knocking them out and going on in the lower bracket themselves to meet up against Orange Game, fellow Chinese.
I wonder how
Especially the other Titan here that's oh wow, Boomer. How much damage here, YC? Gonna be able to rackling down. I mean, you use the fire spells first, and YC is faster. Sunstreak off the mark. Elf comes out, gets one of back, will be cancelled though. Base created, I guess. That was pretty damn close though with the Bramble Mace. I liked it much more than the Better Realm. Sure, you're not as defensible, but you can actually do something with it rather than Yuveng trying to help out up top. Doing the best to just start right-clicking in defensive hook. I don't know if that was planned, but well in the end. I think the Phoenix in this 4 role is the aggressive support. Again, Fire Spirits, damn powerful even at level 1. You can land them on it. It gets... oh. You get him. Next, plus 66, able to maintain a lot of spirit damage. That does explain quite a few things, of course. Whenever there's a quick kill with an Elder Titan involved. Back and forth, not a lot of extra region here on Lycan actually. Most of the Feral Impulse to fall back on, but not quite the same as a Dragon Knight passive. Close enough, but beyond that, they only have a couple of tangles between them. On the other side, looks a little bit better with the Salve available for the Titan. Takes less damage. What's on here? Also, rotting down Darkbrain. Oh, he's got super low stun up again. The hook off the mark. This time around was certainly not intended. Wanted to finish off Darkbrain. They've got some extra cells themselves, so they're all back and forth. Another hook available in just seconds with the character going. Never mind. Take a little bit longer now. A lot of action in this top lane, more than I anticipated. Hard to around. Lionax, very scary, very tanky. With this early point in natural order. be helpful in making your right clicks hurt even harder.
Try harder.
Much the extra magic damage. You have a decent amount of that. Way far last. Some extra points into that. We got on bottom, a huge creep wave going in, but Night Hunters super low. Top south now will be cancelled. I will be just at the edge. Still got a decent amount of health points out of it, and now Boomer first diving in. YC needs help, but Dark Willow found a haste through and has other plans. Going for the mid lane, just thrusting in the Feral Impulse to keep him alive, and I guess it's working. Not too much kill power without these extra levels. Level 2 on both of them. Haste through not really leading into anything either though. Feels fed doing. I need to pay more attention to the top lane. Way too much going on. Still Mango on the Wraith King, and another one in the backpacks, but plenty of stuns. Keep it going. Well farmed Wraith King can certainly help you be the same frontliner that Ursa was, we saw earlier. Blink in, stun. Really dealt with as... Well, that was a bit too greedy going for Boom Bell. Feels like a lot of these kills shouldn't really be happening the way that they are. Middle lane, Invoker, slight CS lead, more than eyes on a Tinker. Or even, which does mean that he only has the bottle. I don't know what this Mango and this Quick Buy is. Normally the decision is between the Soul Ring or straight to travel. Oh, that's a nice hook though. Bang. Together with the Cold Snap on the rods. I get this kill. Sooner or later. Probably give it to Crest, but the laser makes it a little bit more awkward. Boom Bell? Don't be crazy, huh? Could have maybe Icarus dived in, gotten a few. And Invoker just turns at the bars. Goes going is gonna have the health regions for a second. More enough to offset that. Oh, the hook almost connect. Really good again. In the meantime, YC they even helps curing a lot of the ground runes, so 3 point exchange there. Also been able to keep up. And yes, this Tight Hunter would pull it out of lane a little bit. Point in Kraken Shell. Sometimes we even see Tight Hunters compensate for that with a Stout Shield. None of that happening right now. It's the price you pay putting that early point into the gush. This Legionel struggling not as much. He is almost level 5 compared to the white level 4 Tight Hunter. Taking over mid. They're already in the jungle. I mean, 3 points up into the march of the team. Start stacking up some of these camps for yourself. Maybe a bit of big stack down a triple stack on a half camp. Fight there. Oh, you get this kill on Darkbane? Come back to moment. Courage box, yeah, sure. The bottom himself to heal him up. And also full mana with the stick charges. A lot of back and forth here, but hey, this is more important. Veng finds Noga after the fact, was running down Fred. This is the way to counter Tinker. Run him down when he's farming up the jungle is. Now the Sunstrike comes in, will be tanked up by the Skeletons though. No big deal there. Gets the counter kill, but Tinker is the most important one. Keep the Tinker away from the Boots of Travel. It could be later just for a minute or two. So many ramifications. Keep skipping game down there is 209. He keeps going back towards mid. Find something. Boom Bell. Harder to actually go on him with the equipped dive a little bit. Oh, the hook just off the mark. Blame lag for that one, I guess. He did put a second point into it, so only quote unquote 22 second cooldown. Boom Bell Suddenly happy about getting a bit of space here. I think it is not. He cannot feel comfortable staying in mid anymore necessarily. Especially with the Invoker getting more and more levels himself, so. Here they can also solo kill you. Instead he just spends his time in the jungle. Corrupted once, killed off, maybe twice. And yeah, this is the right idea once again. Pop down the sentry to keep an eye on things then. And Darkbane though, he is level 7, so it does have his ultimate. They'll have to kill him twice. It's a decent amount of damage in return. With the stun, a couple extra right clicks, they do get themselves at the very least that bit of extra cool victory damage. Bramble Mace comes in, Darkbane wants to fight you, though he does get some help. Feeling spread coming in, so defense foot comes out. Call retreat at the same time. You run down the Lycan down bottom. Two of them. That was with the shapeshift committed. That was pretty good, well executed. Not sure how that happened, but it must have been Lycan using a shapeshift too late, overestimating his own tankiness. Will be dodged. Very fun here. Now Boom Bell. Yeah, a little bit too far forward. You died before you can completely dig your side. No, Darkbane. He dies again here. It's another duel. Alright, this time. He will not be coming back, so. He'll Wraith King once, but he still get 20 duel damage out of it. Is that how it works? Very effective anyway. So it will circumstance. Trying to just whatever lane he can. Threaten just birds. He's level 5, so 3 fire spurs, 60 DPS. Pretty good. Maybe stagger those so you keep in target. A lot of work they can do with it. Meantime, Boots of Travel still not enough. I think he opted for the Soul Ring. Again, I think, yeah, they did see Bang going in, but did not see YC with the Cold Snap. The Wolves clicking away. Tornado trying to secure the kill, and it does go to Crest in the end. They'll also probably be looking towards the tier 1 if they come. Really have a creep wave, but they have a fresh run coming in, including the catapult. But they're already staggering total. Win looking for top lane, perhaps getting another kill of Darkbane would be big. The duel's going. Try and exploit the fact that that's a very long cooldown as much as you can. And yeah, dang, he's on level 6. So, walks in, extra lockdown with its member, plenty of damage. This Legion already has more dual damage. Alpha Red had one last moment.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Kind of thing though where you could have probably waited for the Bramble Mace to come out and then walk into the roots before the hook comes in, and then also going for an interesting retreat. How? How? Went for the stupidest retreat path that there is, just walking in like this, showing himself, and then of course he's gonna get intercepted. He has Fire Spirits and Sunray on him, and he still denies himself. At least he gets Dark Ruler. All of that just a screen for Legion Commander to get rid of the tower with the help of the catapult though, so. Well, what do you say to that? Base created. Bottom. But overall, Sc.int able to secure themselves a nice little 3k gold lead. 209 kind of falling behind, but Dark Ruler is still getting reasonable levels. He'll go to level 6 so to start having some extra damage. Speak of damage, that's another dual win coming out. Ravage was used, they really want to kill this Willow, and they will be able to in the end. Poe doesn't really want to go in and help him. Still no level 6, but no. 10 damage. It's scaling. Illusion. Overall, this is an Invoker with a Midas. This is a classic Exalt Invoker. Who can go for the Veil if he wants to. Do Melton is help him with name. that, like towards travel or the Agnum Scepter. He's still just deciding, holding on to his money. But being is this hook coming in, but Bang is all alone, so I'm not sure if he thought this one through. Strike almost connecting. Not have been enough though, I don't think. Health points. Hey, it's everyone here. 0209. Oh. One thing to create space, it's another thing to feed it. There's a very fine line between the two of those things. But hey, I mean, everyone on Alpha Rails came down there to the bottom. 3 cores and Sc.int are still farming, so yay. Got these kills, Boombell got one and Tidehunter the other, so the end of the world. Tidehunter though, with that, getting very, very close to those Blink Daggers, so Blink Ravage is still something that can catch them off guard.
Dire's top tower is not on
Please for a
top
think,
of
yeah,
things.
especially in conjunction with the Phoenix Egg. Icarus dive in, Supernova, everyone just goes like, oh yeah, let's just kill that really fast.
Dire's top
And the Blink
tower
Ravage says,
is
nope.
under attack.
You done goofed. Would be the ideal situation.
Dire's
Still throws
middle
those hooks,
tower
even
is
though he's
under
all
attack.
alone up against 4 heroes. It's,
Dire's
this guy's
strengthened
balls
their
is there.
structures.
Fight him or the tier 1
Dire's
bottom.
middle tower
Fight
is under
mid.
Dire's middle tower.
Can you pick up our 209 though? He's fine here, just waiting for the stun. Ah, nice bait on the Shadow Arm. He's left his own devices. Once again,
Go the way I planned.
try to damage over time from Boomball here. Shadow Arm's not help you against that.
Dire's top tower
Put a
is
blink
under
though
attack.
on Blink on Poe. See with the first point up or first level of Necrobook. Dominate and Boombell. There's the duel. The damage. Very easy win indeed, despite Darkbrain throwing out a stun. Being hunted down by dogs. Some sense here, the Rebel Mice connect, but this time he does have the ultimate, so it's not the high value target. Well, certainly not worth diving crazily for, like.
Dire's bottom tower is in turmoil.
This
Chris.
worked nicely.
Going. Midas pushing waves, seeing it almost 8.5k net
bottom
worth.
tower is on its way further down.
Finally decided to go for the Agnum Scepter. Basically one-shot buys it. Courier with the components on the way. Past the secret shop, you can pick up that last bits. Let's start here though. It was a little bit too far forward. Doesn't lose 300 gold, but still plenty to. Good timing there for Alpha Red to get that snipe. Anything like that is still gonna be helpful. You still have a Tinker who has the boots of travel by now, right? Yeah. Picked it up only a few moments ago. And at this point you need to buy some time for him to get the Blink Dagger, to get an Ether Lens or an Aghanim Scepter, one of those things. It's gonna be another like 5, 6, 7 minutes or so, probably. Getting these kind of kills, that slows down Sc.int. Sure they can push out these lanes, kill the jungle for your thing. Maybe even lead into a few more kills. She wants to pick up on the fact that Veng is kind of playing alone for a long time. Mount more operations. TS problems there for Alpha Red. TeamSpeak in 2018. World we live in. I also yet to see the Supernova come into play with the Ravage. Seen this one Ravage earlier just to get low, who got a level 6 now, which is still pretty sad overall. Brave King level 12 also quite a 80-second reincarnation cooldown every single up, so yeah, Alpha Reds again, then I need to buy space, they need to find kills when they get them, but they cannot feed or give anything in towards Sc.int that allows them to try and push them out of the own side of the map. A lot of items, get your levels. I mean, he also went for Midas to just help him. So far, I guess, working out his highest farm on the team. Still behind his lane opponent, the Legion. And a winner. This is what happens when you have some dual damage. You can actually win these things yourself. No Sunstrike, not because Evoker was dead, but not needed. What happens when Tinker doesn't have Blink to go through trees? Might not take enough, but you can just stand some of these for a little while, so you walk in. Blink duel, get the win, go down even further.
Dire's bottom tower is in turmoil.
Ooh, he's about to break the smoke, that's what he's doing.
Dire's top tower is not
He's on
on
a high
top
ground
of
even.
things.
Can I figure out this in here? For you all YouTubing. No shenanigans. Yeah, it was actually pretty valuable. Just him being in the right place and the right time. Getting lucky in that moment. Break the smoke. What's going on? We'll get this tier 1 tower now, and then blink forward from Dark Rain. So lead it, couple of right clicks, follow up stun. This is where he realizes, well, maybe I shouldn't have TP'd down here. His favorite lane, but still really safe if you're the only one there to defend it. Mid lane, you two taking a lot of damage here, but now stun. Oh, Lycan. Get him down, all alone once again. Change for damage. Top tower, but if they keep overstaying their welcome all these lanes, then this is exactly what Alpha Reds wants, what I was just talking about. They should be well on the way home.
Radiant's bottom tower has a nasty situation.
Okay, so get a kill, get tier 1 bottom. Eventually, Dogplane finishes it with a skeleton, so that works. Link in, both sides, actually Titan comes in. Legion Commander was thinking about a duel, this is quite fine, it would have maybe been a bad decision too. You're coming in, snapped up. Tight Hunter, so that's the Ravage, but nice terrorizing both of them, but the Sunray keeping up. It's maxed out, so it does do a really good amount of damage. Idea of Alpha Red needing to find themselves an extra kill is Sc.int. They're not interested in fighting them at all right now. Want to push, get a few pickoffs if they can. Understandable with the buff that they have. MacBook level 2 online, level 3, but there's a glyph for the tier 1. It'll still fall. We'll also refresh the glyph. Necessarily finish the job on tier 2 as easily as he maybe wants, but right now if no one's responding, he'll still be able to get it. Tinker still has to be careful. Let's have to blink now. A lot easier, but he can still be hooked. Right now, Veng is held out by the Tide Hunter. Hooked in with the ultimate, but instantly with the sleep. Stop it. Once again, they're perfectly fine giving up these kills, right? Not sure if that's the right idea. It certainly doesn't feel like the right quantity. Shouldn't be dying as much as they are, but still pushing, they're still farming. They're still way behind where he wants to be. He can start to get there now, though, but with the blink he can be much safer. More aggressive pushes, essentially. You start looking for some anti-tank towards for this to work, but at the same time, Shadowblade is completed on the pro.
Middle tower may need a hand.
Breaking out. Oh yeah, well played indeed. Is that enough damage? I don't know, it's not. Big tanky target indeed, just purging off things left, right, and center. Sunstrike also not hitting and banging. Yeah, he'll die in the end. Poe just hoping to see if someone's dropping low, maybe can find a duel. For now, just spending some spells, blink dodge, but done. Alright, staying a bit too strong right now. Supernova. Not sure about this one. The Ravager, exactly what we're talking about to protect it, but it's not dead. It explodes. They get the extra kill onto Poe. Perfectly executed. Now, find more that were already used. Dark Willow not having as much of an effect whatsoever. It was in last game. Tornado MP, if this was Box West Invoker, I would have put that Phoenix for sure, but as it stands, he just feeds himself away too. What's happening here to Sc.int?
Dire's top tower isn't well at the
I
moment.
see, he's doing the
Radiant's middle tower is not safe.
little catapult here.
Dire's top tower is not
We got this here too. South lane will outspend by the Tinker.
Radiant's middle tower may need a hand.
Very odd place to fight in this area.
Radiant has reinforced
Daggers
their
coming in
structures.
one by one.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Definitely blast meteor combo use. Who doesn't do it? You can get rid of Titans and obviously don't have to really worry about the Phoenix. Like, that's a nice catch now. Decepting the Phoenix on the way out.
Radiant's bottom tower has uninvited guests.
78 dual victory damages. It's still doing fine. Now all of a sudden Dark Grannies.
Radiant's bottom tower
Think
has
close
a
to
nasty
Radiance.
situation.
Did die in a fight, secured a few kills here and there. Towers going down, plus the Madness continuing to go strong. It's going to be a force to be reckoned with, so Sc.int to show things up a little bit. Go more aggressively here with the Legion plan, they just get a few pickoffs. Either that, or dodge Alpha Red entirely when they're grouping up in 5 until they really threaten the hike. That should really be the plan. They do that, you need vision. They do some pressure up the wards now. Lanes and the jungle. That's certainly helpful just to keep an eye on these movements. Realize when Alpha is fighting together. And when you can run around in this Legion command and look for kills. I mean, you certainly have damage to work. It's an interesting choice. Blade Mail, just wait for the Ag. Thing is that again. Like he's playing like a bounty hunter.
I'll do the same for you.
But he's not into this. But yeah, Agron Scepter. Do again. It's makes it so that no one else can. That you're the only damage source inside the duel. 2 heroes that you buy. Also extends it away. 4.75 to 7 seconds here with the level 2 duel, 5.5 on 8.
Invisibility.
So that can be helpful. Let me see it, but I'd still like to see it later. So. Able to dual target Brave King. Then again, anyone else doing a lot of right click damage would be really useful. But makes sense. Big zap though. From the Earth Splitter, so it's like on the sidelines and maybe more. Then sitting on the high ground. Nice little terrorize though. Can't get rid of the Phoenix Sun. Oh, Ross. Try and annoy him, and Sunstrike will actually trigger his first ultimate. The level 2s, the 122nd. Oop. What? How? I guess that just happened. Crazy thing. I have no idea. Anyway, Legion Commander, there's a duel. Alright, just yet stunned up, so doesn't get the win this time. Still gets the kill on Boom Belt, but at cost, you're up against everybody. Just with the tornado. Is it actually going to be enough here? Extra heals? The E not enough, so you can. Oh, wouldn't have been enough, but we'll cancel the blink for a little bit longer. So as it stands, actually survives that whole ordeal. Crest. Not be so lucky. Constant rocket spam. No way. Whew. I think there was a long TP. Not 100% sure, but it's very close to surviving there. That was just the difference of a few of these machines not spawning properly.
God, I love you.
Spawn like this on the edge, it's a whole lot of damage, but if you spawn like this, 1 or 2 in this area, that would not have been enough. Anyway, Roshan's on the cards. Please know about it. Without the Invoker, it's gonna have a hard time actually contesting this. So all they can do, really, try and slow it down. YC in the back, they're still in the front, taking care of the Side Hunter. They do have enough damage here with the extra nukes from the Pudge. That's a good catch. Now Dogman in the inside still doesn't have the Incarnation. And with the extra damage from Dark Willow, they also get that snipe. Well played indeed, and all of that is just before these marches really start to get going. $96 dual damage. How did they track him down up there? Oh well. Had another one to tell you, I guess. Pudge, getting the levels, put extra points on the flashy. Very useful in this game. Strength, but also
Regeneration.
extra magic resistance. Get that. 9.7% from your normal strength, plus 4% extra from the flash heap, so you're sitting at 55%. With the hood also heading up to it, of course. Doesn't really care as much about Tinker or the Radiance, the Firebird, as the Alpharad would like him to. Some of that is going to be offset by that. But with 25% of that now. Tornado, EMP, Lion X. Still gets caught by that. Not a lot of mana to work with, but he's still picking up fast. The stomp comes in. Meatball. Off the mark actually is there's a Ravage. And that is a very dead Invoker committing too hard. Too far. Too deep into enemy territory. Very careful about that. He's still gonna get some extra dual damage. Just showing off the Dragon Scepter if he didn't do that before. If that's the plan, to just... I mean, Invoker's fine, he still has a Midas. He's still sitting on top of the charge. Not really fall too far behind. He's also building himself that Lincoln Sphere to help out a little bit. So the lasers, the Raging Stuns. As long as Legion Commander is doing as fine as he is, this is actually still very much a winnable game. No matter what happens. Won't solo Roche. This depends on bashes really. Possible or not. You heal up a little bit first. Or get some help. Punch. The Pipe of Insight to help you coming in. Can also tank the straight tank up here. Can't hook it. What was that about? Come on, let Veng tank it, Poe. Let him tank it. Finally. Oh, come.
Immortality.
Just go close and let him tank it. Anyway. Aegis in hands. No matter if you die now. Didn't even give him that urn shot. Like, what is going on?
Dire's top
So weird. Anyway. YC gets himself out down bottom. Oh, he continues to hunt. There's not a lot of vision on this side of the map right now. Just shows up with B, KD, not even PKE, just that little effect from the duel. It's another win. He will die once.
Again.
Not immediately get the blink out actually, but the rest of the team coming in. There's the hooks defensively. I just thought I would probably like to get Dogma in there instead, maybe. He has his own axe though. What is with the axe Raid King's thing? But yeah, it's against the Legion. It actually makes a lot of sense. If he was in range there, duel would have continued with Titan the Ghost. For, what was that, 5 seconds? 7 seconds even, so there's no way to win a duel with Raid Kings nearby.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Problem is, I mean, he already has a good amount of damage, right? On, what does it? Yeah, the BKB comes out from Lycan, just clicking down Boom Bell. Phoenix Sun. Need a little bit of extra help though, yeah, and he realizes that he can't do it alone, so he just runs away. Cress just PvEing the freaking creeps. Someone else getting to the wins. Oh,
We gotta stay on the move.
almost got duel there. I'm thinking it would have been really, really big, but Fred. Like a rabbit that's got startled. Got re-arm blink, re-arm blink, re-arm blink, re-arm blink. Both things. You can duel here, but you have to duel away from the Wraith King. Or you just have to duel the Wraith King. Please. Yeah, because he doesn't get the same benefit himself if he has a reincarnation, so at least you can still win duels. Very interesting how this one works out. Dark Willow dies, and you can bang also now. Nightmare for him would be very useful here at any stage in the game. I think it's 3k health points, so having some issues eating through all of that. We'll make it happen at the end, because there's no one waiting from it. Cress could easily have just walked in with a tornado and bought him some time, but they even want to take that risk. So once again, goodbye Phoenix. Can't. Darkbane. Go on him instead. He does have another reincarnation though. All again is another dual win, which is still plus 46 damage.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, Wraith King also gets a Ghost Form if you kill him without. So... Savage. Dark Willow, what is this hate?
I bring sad tidings.
Missed combo from the Invoker. Oh, I actually see him. Put a detection on him. This would be a really, really big kill, and there's so much damage to throw out with the Yellow Titan being in the middle of that. A lot of money for Darkbane. Cress, what are you doing here? Committing on to Boombell? Gonna get that kill, but he'll die before he falls over. All of that just to make space for top? You feel his red, he's still spamming marches. Why see? He has his BKB still? He does. Also, Glyph, this tower will probably remain half health. Build a little bit more. Yeah, alright, he's gotta get it with the help of the BKB. The rest of his form leaking out. That's the only reason Cress committed there.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Because he knew he was not going to survive this one. Someone made the call, hey, you keep pushing, I'll just throw myself and keep them at them and keep them busy. They did get to tier 3. If it didn't get that tower, it would have been disastrous. As it stands, they open up the shrines. Try and establish some momentum. Very resource-intensive war that SC is waging here.
Radiant's bottom tower has a nasty situation.
Next Invoker. Oh, he's doing extra damage already. That was pre that level 25 talent. Yeah, 40 damage, dual bonus. Wonder if he wants to go for that actually. If he wants to have the press the attack, would be very helpful to have that on a very low cooldown. It's only 3 seconds, so that would solve all of the sustain issues. Wraith King is in the AoE, so this duel. Wow, we still win the duel? Never mind, maybe I was wrong. Felt like I've seen that the other way around though. I feel like I've seen that the other way around, where the illusion just keeps dueling. Either way, 1-for-1 trades as 4-9. Cool guy. Alright. More, still 10 seconds on the cooldown. Almost got him bad press. Did not see him. He'll cancel that TP, I'm pretty sure. Quick enough. Just keeps happening, he's 4-12 now. Even worse than the Willow. Such a weird style. Initiate here on the pit. That's the Sunstrike, has the ultimate, alright! Okay! Very balanced hero. Dies 9 times in a row, more or less. But still, solo kills the 20k net worth thinker. 5k net worth hero. Sure, you had the... oh, I think they... So you had a bit of help from the Sunstrike, but... Still, that still completely done. Going on, Roshan may respawn 35 seconds. Sc.int snag up again. The thing with the talents, minus 10 seconds press the attack cooldown, put that down at 3 seconds. It's going to be very, very helpful against all the stuns. The damage over time, all of this good ass that Alpha Red has with the lasers and whatnot. But plus dual damage bonus. With the axe, you can guarantee that every single time. Again, now. Down once, Ravage turns around actually as the punch also coming into the side. Oh, it's just gonna be right click down before I can do anything. Bang will be next on the list. Space created though, look at top, it's just the illusions. Helping out with the catapults. Meanwhile, fight still rages on. Lanax, he's actually dropping low as YC. It's going in big, so that'll be that Elder Titan a little bit later rather than sooner. Again with the rack. Wraith. Now he's out of BKB. Stand up once. Ultimate not lasting too much longer either, and the Deception with a Hex reveal spread. Fuck. Not been enough for Pumbaa, I think.
Were stomped down. Dire's top barracks not in
More,
top
but
condition.
got the top range tracks. Brass was doing the split pushing duties, helping that out along a little bit. They lost 4 heroes for it. It's like, eh. This is like a turbo strat. I played a turbo game against Nature's Prophet, who literally did nothing but TP to a building, click it with the treants. Even when we went on him, clicked it. He fed a million times, but still did so much damage, especially in turbo, because of course things take a lot more damage than in a normal game.
At least we're not stuck in Coid.
And sad part is it worked for them, but in a game like this, I'm not sure if it does, if we just keep giving up so many kills. Look at the KDA here. 13 and then 11 on this guy. Even 5 on the Invoker, and it's not too many kills to make up for it. I like him. Putting a lot of accent into the mana basket. It's really working out. Thing is, he needs a BKB. He's an MKB now, to like Radiant, fans and laser and whatnot. But he also needs a BKB. Max Tool is nice and all, it protects you doing that. This still die very easily beyond outside of that. Find his tool, of course. For 26 damage, yay. But he dies, 90 seconds of silence about. This time there's no split push going on. Oh yeah, okay. It's so odd. So you win the duel, kill sound comes later. Somehow you got 748 gold for that? What? Ah, I think because he was alone against the entire team. We should go on this buyback, funnily enough. I still don't know where this game's gonna go. Like my heart tells me, my brain tells me that everything tells me that it shouldn't really work in the long run. Eventually you're just gonna die one too many times. just solely relying on split push and Legion Commander, who even at the best of times is still single target. It's very, very questionable. I mean, at some point, if you do end up going for the plus 40 dual damage bonus, if the rest of the team can just keep Alpha Red busy, can conceivably just go in, Shadow Blade into the base, press the attack, and like 3-shot rack. If you build up enough dual damage. That is certainly in the realm of possibility. Boot and travel, selling some items. Dual treads, go. Well, there's 3 smokes in this, and we use one of them, I guess. A little kill with the rest of the team, maybe? She's gonna group up together? Sort of. I mean, Dark Willow is just moving wall at this point. Always on the hunt. I mean, yes, you can still get kills, but not if you're kill yourself. Sun comes out on Veng 2. He does have the Blade Mail, not doing anything though, as the Tornado all as well. Gonna find the Wraith. Oh, nice little Phoenix on save actually. Can I get rid of it with the Ravage? The answer is no. Still no BKBs on anybody. So Poe dies. Dark Willow with a buyback. Can he salvage this somehow? I don't think so. Grass has to walk away. Laying down a half health. Also has to walk away. Rockbrain gets a buyback on Dark Willows. Alright, this was big. This was really big with the Axel Phoenix. Didn't talk about it yet, but just about saving Wraith King. It's he would have respawned. Oh, we have? Oh yeah, he's all funny. And he did go for the talent, so he would have respawned even without the mana. Big as it feels, but also denying the duel victory. Book is dead. Feng will die. This is way too much here. This is even the stuns now from the Wraith King. Catching up to the Veng, who does not have a buyback either. 85 seconds. Joker. Oh, almost got Fearless right there. I think that's nothing lost us today.
Nasty at Dire's top barracks. Radiant's middle tower is not safe.
Like him trying to backdoor? If he's still available. Pops the ult, starting to run down Tinker, or he's dropping him away. He's 4 wolves. It's fully committed, but it's not possible. It's not possible against the Tinker. So the split push is counted out. And Legion Commander, sure, we get another duel win. Great. But you're up against a Wraith King, who's never going to die for good, and who has an Aghanim Scepter, so okay. And Fearless Threat, even he can chain hacks and kill him. If he had more mana, I guess. Then it's gonna get that over to Ring. Just don't have the cooldowns. 50-second cooldown on duel. It's longer than the reincarnation. Legion Command, in other games, sure. If there's no Wraith King, you can obviously you just duel people left, right, and center with the long respawn times. It works well, but not here. Like this. You have to take team fights. You have to try and find a way to actually just do something. But I think it's too late. You committed so much on the split push strat, just don't mind for anything else, that you just gave up this game. The racing game, whatever you wanted. Here as well. Just more time means Tinker gets plenty of opportunity. They shut him down early, but they didn't take advantage of it because they were just going their lives extensively at everybody. So I see, yeah, the BKB, he can fight. Like, look at this. We got a few kills here and there. Poe had a BKB, he would have been able to do the same thing with him. But as it stands, like, I have no words for this. I'm just like wondering what role Sc.int playing the game the way that they did. I mean,